Just say stuff. Whatever.
Okay, I was building up to it.
Go.
Okay, we're going to start the podcast now because we've been debating over it for quite a long time, and we just sort of found that maybe winging it will be the best way. So I'm going to introduce myself, my co-presenters. There's Harry. Say
Hey
hello,
guys, Harry here.
There's Sam.
Seems weird to call us presenters, really, doesn't it?
Well,
We're presenters talking to my iPhone. That's what we are.
Like radio presenters. Can't see
Yeah.
us, but we're there.
personalities.
Still counts.
We're
We'll see.
personalities.
we'll see what happens, but I don't see myself as a presenter. Anyway.
We're social media personalities.
Anyway, I'm Sam. Hi.
And we have finally
Hello, I am Samito.
Samito. Three of us are called Sam, so we're going to try
We're
and
gonna
give
need
ourselves.
to sort out some sort of names.
I'm Sam, he's Sam, and he's Sam, and he's
I feel
Harry.
like I'll go with Harry. That's a solid one for me to go with.
You can be.
I support Portsmouth, Pompey, so call me Pompey. That's
Pompey?
easy. I'll be Pompey.
Pompey.
I'm Samito because I'm
Samito.
originally Spanish.
I'll take Sam. Just for the record, I'll take.
Well,
Sam.
hang on. You're not actually Spanish, are
Yeah,
you?
you can't lie to the viewers on the first podcast.
Spanish.
Right, Spanish
Listeners,
Indian then.
We're gonna be 100% honest. That's not.
Okay, right, I'm Indian, but I'm the youngest of the three, so I'm
We
gonna
have a
be called
Colombian
Samito.
roommate.
He
That
likes to
calls
call
him
him
Samito because he's shorter than me and the other Sam, so he's Samito. So he's little Sam.
It's not really the height per
This
se.
podcast, it's not about
It's
you.
more the age.
So I'm just trying to take over the podcast, okay?
This is mine.
Anyway,
This podcast is sort of a test to see how it goes. We're going to talk about what team we support, sort of our experiences in the football world, because we're all massive football fans. We go to sports university. It's sort of a prerequisite that you need to be interested in football. Well, football, sports. We could talk about our favourite sports as well.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
because
Yeah.
Definitely talk about different stuff.
I mean, I know mine's just gonna be
Football.
Cricket.
Cricket.
football for me.
Oh, I love the cricket, being Indian.
No, you
I mean,
don't. That's all.
Sam loves his kabaddi.
Cricket's a huge turn off for me. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. I'm sure we'll get to that
But anyway,
later. I'm going to
take it away.
introduce Harry first. Harry, do you want to talk about, firstly, who you do support?
Right, so I'm a Leicester fan, and
Unlucky.
long-term Leicester fan. Not one of those recent ones that have just got on the bandwagon recently, but I've been going... Well, the first time I went to a Leicester game was 2000 and... Either 2 or 3, I don't remember exactly. It was that season, so I was like 5... Yeah, I was 5 years old.
I like that season. That was a good season for us.
Yeah, because you finished top, we finished second in the
Yay.
championship.
Way up Pompey.
What division were you in? 2000?
Second division.
Championship.
Championship,
Well, second
yeah.
division, yeah.
And we got promoted first season. Like, the only memory I have of the season... I know my first game was Wolves, but I don't remember the game. My only memory is celebrating getting promoted. Like, at the end of the last home game, I think Brian Dean was on,
I
someone's
remember-
shoulders or something like that. Just, like, rough memories.
That particular season, I remember sort of following it, but my mum never let me go to the games because I was too young and, a lot of swearing.
Yeah.
But that's interesting because you must have been going to games a good 3 or 4 years before I did.
Well, yeah, I was season ticket holder from 2002-03 till 2011-12. So, a solid 9
Interesting.
years of season tickets at Leicester. And I missed all the good stuff.
Oh,
So-
What would you say before the obvious? Because, Leicester, 2014-15, a glory season. No, 2014? 15-16,
Yeah.
well, I was the Leicester fan. He should know.
football fan.
Don't put me on the spot, guys. 15, 16.
Before that, do you remember what your sort of favourite moment watching football as a Leicester fan was?
As in, like, game or, like, season or...
Just a moment, like a moment where you thought, yeah, this is sort of the industry I want to be involved in.
There's a few. So there was obviously an obvious one is the obviously an obvious one. Good use of English there. The United game. So in our first season back up, because that was the first time I'd ever seen us just take apart a team that was perceived as one of the best teams in England.
What was the result?
5-3
5-3.
when we were 3-1
Oh
down.
yeah.
Tyler
yeah.
Black at the back.
That was just an incredible game all round. Like it had everything going in that game. There was 2 penalties. There was the wonder goal from Di Maria.
I remember that.
That was just a genuinely incredible game.
I'm not gonna lie, I
Um,
kind of enjoyed
What
it.
was the score at half time? Was it we were winning 3? United were winning 3-1, wasn't it?
2-1 at half time, wasn't it?
Was
And
it
then 3-1 after because Sandro Harris got the little back heel.
Yeah.
And then we got a penalty, and then Cambiasso scored that one.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was pretty sure I'd have lost my voice at this point. And then Delap bombed the ball over the top. Vardy one-on-one with De Gea and just...
Delap. Did Delap play?
Yeah, Richard Delap was our starting right back.
Richard.
Played for
Richie.
everyone, hasn't he?
He was
Not Rory. Not Rory.
No,
No.
Delap.
Okay.
Like
No.
D-E-L-E.
Delap.
Yeah.
Not the big thrower.
Right. I was going to say, I thought you retired.
But then
A while
also
ago.
we played, I don't remember which season, but we played Forest and won 3-0 and we 3-0 up in like 30 minutes. And Paul Gallagher scored a free kick. I just remember that and it was just, I was at the game and it was like, obviously against our rivals and we were just battering them and it just felt so perfect the moment it did. And like my voice was gone after 30 minutes of the match and it was incredible.
Sorry, can I just say, we got match of the day on in the background. We're watching Leicester v Liverpool now. How the hell did you score 2 goals?
We should have had
Oh,
4.
are we done? I kind of tuned most of the game out because it was too
Well, yeah,
stressful.
Sam's a Liverpool fan, so I mean, you got the result, but
Yeah, got it
Not
now.
after a lot of stress.
Yeah, I feel like we we should have had more. Missed a penalty, goal disallowed and all. I feel like it was exactly what both was expected from the game, just a lot of defensive errors.
Yeah, no standout defence from either team really. But yeah, good game. Anyway,
Right.
Do you want to go?
Thank you,
Do you wanna-
Harry, for your introduction. We shall remember that in the future. I'm going to introduce Samito next. Samito,
Well, on the spot, Sam wasn't expecting that.
I wasn't
Samito,
expecting-
sorry, wasn't
what
expecting.
team do you support?
I support Manchester United, and I'm from Telford, which is near Wolverhampton. So
don't mean
obvious
it's
correlation.
Near, it's near Manchester, is it?
Yeah, right. Wolverhampton, right next to Manchester. You know.
Don't you mean you're a staunch AFC Telford
Oh,
fan?
that good 3 hours away.
Who's
Well,
your
but-
favourite Telford player?
How long have you supported United for?
It would have been since about 5 years old.
Really?
I was brought up to be a Man United fan. My dad supported United. My uncle supported United. It was a big Man United group per se.
What was your first game? Do you remember?
The first game I went to was United versus Charlton. I think it was 2006.
McIntyre.
2005,
Who were
2006.
Charlton?
Um,
Sorry, no, I shouldn't be saying that. I'm a fucking Pompey. I'm a Pompey fan, and they're in the same league as us. So that's embarrassing. Really.
yeah, it was United Charlton, and I
Score.
think it was 2-0, and it was a Rooney goal, and I think it was a Darren Fletcher goal.
Darren Fletcher.
But
Natural born goal scorer.
yeah, Darren Fletcher was a brilliant
Prime
player
goal
back in his
scorer.
day.
All those Darren Fletcher goals, I remember.
But my 2 against City in the 4-3.
Warm memories.
I think that was recently voted the best game of the last 10
I
years.
saw that. I saw something.
United
like that.
versus Leicester.
The one where Owen.
It definitely isn't.
I'm sorry.
4-3, Michael Owen.
The
in
one
the
where
last
that guy,
5-3.
that guy scored that winner. I'm not going
That
to name
guy,
him. I'm
yeah.
not going to name him.
that
because,
traitor in your
yeah,
view,
yeah.
that hero in my view.
Is he really a United hero?
He's a United
Didn't
hero.
he play like 4 games or something for you?
Hey, he scored a great.
Still a bit salty about it. Let's move on because
Um,
can't be dealing with salt in
I-
the first podcast of the.
I'd
Yeah.
I'd probably say that
Your favourite moment? Yeah. Your favourite moment.
my favourite moment was, I think it was
City
the
last game of the season, Aguero?
23rd of December. No, that was hell for me.
Aguero!
For a number of reasons, that was hell for me. The 23rd of December, I think it was 2007, maybe 2008? 2008. And it was the Paul Scholes goal against Aston Villa away. The ball comes out from a corner, dropping
Volleys
down,
it.
he smashes it,
Yeah, I know the one.
barring in.
Was he one of
Great
your
goal.
favourites?
Yeah, Paul Scholes was definitely one of my heroes.
I'm
Great.
sure we'll
Always
get to. I'm sure
controlled-
we'll get to the debate.
Always
at some
control
point.
the game perfectly well.
The debate will come up at some
yeah,
point.
definitely.
We
Gerrard Scholes.
know you're going to be in the Skulls corner.
Yeah, you're going to be in the Gerrard. corner.
I
Fred and
can't
Lampard.
possibly confirm.
And I'm Ginger, so I'll be in the Skulls corner.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's it.
Cool. Thank you for your introduction. Now we're going to go off to
Pompey.
Bet
Blue
you
Army.
can't guess who he supports. Go on, put it down in the
already
comment
told
section.
you.
Who does he support?
Right.
Comment. Are we having a comment section?
Hopefully.
Oh, come on, this
Oh,
is low
brilliant.
budget, guys.
Well, see what happens.
I'm going to get the comment section.
We
going.
don't even
I'm
know
gonna
how
be-
this is going to even.
I'm going to be controlling the comment section. I'm going to be commenting all over the place.
How are you
Moderate
uploading
all those
Yeah.
comments we're getting.
If I don't like the comment, it's not staying. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Slate us. Do whatever you want. Be nasty.
Just interact
Bully
with us,
me.
please.
Don't be too
Please
nasty.
bully me. I don't care. Just comment. I want to see comments.
We want some interaction.
Do you want to introduce me anyway?
Yes.
Go, Sam.
Or Pompey.
Where's that? Hang on.
Or
Hang on.
get him full
You're giving
names
him my,
out now.
my surname now.
Well,
And his national
people are
insurance
gonna
number.
know. Should we cut that?
I don't
We'll
want
cut
my,
that.
I don't
We'll
want my
cut that.
surname.
Go on, you might as well give your bank details.
His PIN number is 4723.
Put Sam
Sam.
and then a blank and then nothing.
Oh yeah, that's 4 digits.
Okay. Sam, or Pompey as he would like to be known, how long have you supported Portsmouth?
Well, my whole life really, as long as I can remember. I can't really remember the exact moment I started supporting him because obviously my dad's been supporting him since, I don't know, let's put a date in there somewhere. I don't know,
12.
1970 something.
1723.
You know, so yeah, obviously
Same date Fratton Park was built.
I've been brought up a Pompey fan, so you know I have family members that are also Man United fans, so there's a bit of a conflicts of interest there. But you know,
Not anymore.
When they
but-
come up
Pompey
against-
are-
not anymore.
in
But
the league.
Yeah, they're not really competitive.
Pompey are
in
my
the past.
first team. You know, they're my first team. Like if they played each other, I pick Pompey.
Your first love.
My first love.
Do you remember your first game?
I do, and I'm slightly embarrassed that it's that many years after Harry's because I feel like
I feel like
you
I've
know,
set a standard you can't
Yeah,
really
I'm
keep
not.
up with.
I'm not
Which
as
was
good a
2002.
fan.
2002.
But I
That's
remember my older brother used to go with my dad because I shared a season ticket with my two brothers because you know obviously it's expensive, like you can't buy all your kids a season ticket. So you know I remember seeing my brother and my dad go off to the games and thinking, oh fuck, I really want to go, but my mum wouldn't let me because I was too young. But yeah, I eventually got to go to my first game. It was, I always get the year mixed up. It was either 2005 or 2006. It was that season, but I can't remember what year. We played Arsenal at home at Fratton Park and it was a 1-1 draw. And from what I can remember, I think that was the game where Thierry Henry literally ran halfway down the pitch on his own, solo run, scored. You know, everyone was clapping 'cause it was like, well, you know, what can you do? It's
Genius.
flipping Thierry Henry. He's just you know run the length of the pitch and scored a solo goal. Like so, yeah. That's my earliest memory of my first game. Anyway.
So do you have sort of a favourite moment, like promotion, relegation?
See, yeah, there's
Not been any good moments, has there, recently?
considering where we are,
Administration the second
considering
time,
where we are
third
now,
time.
considering where we are now, I mean, we've had a lot of bad times, but there's been some good moments in there as well. I mean, obviously the 2008 FA Cup final and
Cardiff.
semi-final, they're both good. You know, even the 2010 FA Cup semi-final, you know, getting one back over on Harry. Harry
Not me.
Like that, Harry. You know, yeah, I won't
Wheeler
say.
dealer.
I won't say his name. I don't want to say his name because he's a con artist. That's what he is.
Harry, if
If-
you're ever listening,
If Harry
I doubt
Redknapp
it,
is
but if you're
listening,
ever listening,
You
he
okay,
didn't
Harry?
mean that.
I feel very hurt.
you know, it's a sensitive topic for all Pompey fans. You know, Harry Redknapp. You know, he's betrayed us more than once.
We'll definitely get more
Went down the
insight
road.
on that.
Went down the road to Southampton. You know, that's unforgivable.
that?
I thought it was just happened
we took
before,
him back.
wasn't it?
No,
Yeah.
we took him back as well. But yeah, anyway, that's a whole new story. But yeah,
What would you say was a better moment? Winning the FA Cup or getting the title last year? Because obviously it's after all the
I mean, the
crap
way-
we went through to then win the title.
the way
Like,
the,
start
the way we
coming back
won
up.
the title was just ridiculous. Like no one saw it coming. You know, we were something like 13 points off of the top, with like
was it 5 or
a
6
month to go. Yeah, it was
Because
literally like
Doncaster
5 or
lost
6
the last
games.
6, didn't they, or whatever?
Yeah, and to win it on goal difference on the last day of the season at home in front of 18,000 fans, that was pretty good. You know, going on the pitch after the game, celebrating with everyone, that was pretty good. But then FA Cup final,
Yeah.
that game was terrible. It was absolutely the game was rubbish. The FA Cup final, like the football itself was rubbish, but we won
it's
the
a
FA
moment,
Cup,
isn't it?
so it's like everyone's going mental, party atmosphere. 40,000 Pompey fans in Wembley. It's still got the highest attendance ever at Wembley. So I'm not sure you can beat that, but last season's title was really special. I
'Cause-
don't think I I don't think I'll get to see him win a title again anytime soon.
Because we were, I remember we were sat in our flat, and I was messaging you whilst you were at the game, giving you updates on them. You couldn't get any like decent internet.
I remember. Yeah,
I was messaging you Doncaster and Plymouth updates because we were watching the Doncaster game on. Was it Doncaster or Plymouth that were on Sky?
Everyone around me saw me getting texts.
Yeah, I was sending you,
and they kept asking me like, "Oh, what's the score? What's the score? What's Harry said?" They like as if they knew you. And it was so it was so good because everyone was in such a good mood.
Yeah, it's those moments you remember. Through the hard times, you remember the good times.
Exactly. Anyway, I feel like I've probably spoken for too long.
I feel like it's time that you introduce yourself, Sam.
Yeah. Do you want me or someone else to ask you questions?
Yeah.
Do you want us to say right? Well, obviously this is Sam. He's been the one asking us the questions. Now it's our time to ask him the questions.
Tables have been turned.
So Sammy boy, who do you support?
I support Liverpool, but I also support Torquay United, which is where I'm from. So always
The
got
clash.
Local
Of course,
team.
you got to have your local team.
Big rivals.
If you know where Torquay is, you'll know that me supporting Liverpool makes no sense at all.
Quite near.
Promise I'm not a glory hunter. You can pin that on my dad and uncle.
And the
And
recent
Grandad.
successes of Liverpool.
And the fact is Liverpool.
And the fact that it
Hang
is
on. What recent successes?
That's what I mean.
See, no glory hunting here. No glory hunting here. Yeah,
So-
Torquay been going through difficult times, but less said about that, the better, I think.
Yeah, maybe we'll stay away from that. I mean,
Maybe that's a topic
sure-
for
Another
podcast.
podcast.
I'm sure
We'll
the
go through that
Torquay
at some
United fans listening won't want to hear about that anyway. But
We could talk about more of the non-league scene in a different podcast, I think.
Yeah,
We'll leave that
maybe.
for now.
we'll put that on hold. So, do you remember the first game you ever went to?
Are we talking Torquay or Liverpool?
Well, either, but or
Um,
both.
The first Torquay game I went to, I think, was probably about 2004, maybe 2003, because I think it was against Burton Albion, who are doing pretty well for themselves
Yeah,
now.
They're in
Championship
the
now.
championship.
I think we played them in League Two when I went to my first game, and I feel like we drew 1-1. I don't think it was a very exciting game, but I chose my favourite player. Obviously, because I was quite young, I didn't really understand what the hell was going on. But I chose my favourite player, and it was Ruben Hazel. You've
I
probably-
remember Ruben Hazel on Football Manager.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't
You
say I've
remember
ever
Ruben
heard of
Hazel?
it.
Yeah. I used to imagine lower league all the time on Football Manager. I know a lot of lower league names.
Great player. I actually met. I went to this Legends game, a Torquay United Legends game during the summer, and he was there, and I got a picture with him.
That's
with
pretty
him.
awesome.
Yeah. I also got because
Special
I
moment.
was a mascot for a game when I was younger, a Torquay United
Really?
game, and I got a picture with him then, and I also got a picture with him
That's pretty awesome.
during
Yeah.
the summer.
Oh yeah,
So
I
I have
remember
two pictures.
you
Did I send
sending
you?
me the then and,
and
now.
yeah, it's quite cool. But he didn't seem very happy, so
Oh.
I
Poor company.
obviously didn't like me much.
Ugh.
Yeah, that was my first Torquay United game. My first Liverpool game was 2006 because it probably would have been earlier, but it's quite difficult to get from Torquay
Long
to
way,
Liverpool. It's about a
long way.
6-hour drive,
Yeah.
so we don't do it often.
And Liverpool
Or
don't make
ever.
the trip down to
No,
Devon very often, do they?
ever. There's no one high enough in the league for Liverpool to make a trip down. Although they did play Plymouth,
Yeah.
but I was here, so I couldn't go to that one. Yeah, we played Sheffield United, and Xabi Alonso scored a screamer of a free kick. I don't know if anyone
Was that in
remembers
the Premier League?
Yeah,
when
Premier League.
Sheffield United were in the
Yeah,
Premier League.
it was. Xabi Alonso is one of my favourite players, sort of ever. I
Class
think.
player.
Yeah,
Class player.
I think I can't really think of anyone that properly dislikes him.
It's hard to dislike him. He always played with class. Like
Yeah.
he's a solid player, very talented. Never really played. Like,
He won everything.
didn't really
there is,
scandals
didn't
or anything. Did he? He was
Except from-
successful.
Scored some
Except from the Premier
screamers.
League, but we're obviously not going to talk about that either. Sorry, that's not bad. We should have won that season, but yeah, we'll talk about that another time. So yeah,
definitely will.
Sheffield, I think we won 3-0 in the end. I think it was 3-0, and that's the Xabi Alonso goal is the one that I remember. But yeah, that was my first Liverpool match. I've been to a few since.
So
But
do
it's
you
difficult when it comes
have
to-
any standout moments supporting Liverpool or Torquay? Anything that
Torquay.
sticks in the mind?
Torquay.
Probably more Liverpool than Torquay. but
When we got promoted from League 2 to League 1, which is the highest division we've ever been in, sadly, back in 2003 or 4, I went up to Southend to see us get promoted. I think we sort of got promoted sort of last minute.
Yeah.
We came third, and I told you about this the other day. We had a open top bus parade with with the little awful trophy that you got for finishing third in League Two.
Do you know?
It was a great day though, because
you
we
got
never
a trophy for third in League Two.
I don't know if you did.
Yeah,
anymore,
you
do
get you get one for it's like a smaller version. You get one third.
Oh my
basically,
God.
for
But it was
promotion.
great. There was so many people there, and it went through the town centre. And I was in the newspaper. Well, you could see me in the newspaper clipping. We probably don't have it anymore, but we did for a while. But yeah, it's nice, isn't it? If you get promoted to your highest ever division, you want to celebrate it.
I'm pretty sure they give it all the teams that get promoted sort of get a trophy because if you win the playoffs you get a trophy, don't you? So all the automatics get one.
Yeah.
But obviously, unless you win the league,
It's not worth.
you're not going to go around like waving it around like, oh look at me, I got a third place trophy. Whee.
Yeah, that's kind of what we did.
But I mean, Plymouth did it this season
Did they?
or last
Did
season.
they?
We beat them to the title on the last day, and they had a flipping open top bus parade with their silver trophy.
Yeah.
So
Talking about bus parades, was there one for Pompey? Did you go to it? Or?
We decided against it because one, we didn't realise we were going to win the title until the day before,
Did they not have one?
and
Break
the fans because at the time it was a fan owned club, so we were like, we'll consult the fans, and they decided, only have an open top bus parade if you win the league, and it didn't look like we were going to win the league, so there wasn't one organised.
No plans in place. So.
But there was a promotion party on down by the seafront, which was really good. So that the players got up on stage and everything. So that was just as good. I mean, I feel like that's better because they don't just drive past you, do
Yeah.
they? They're there in front of you. They're not gonna
I went to the Leicester one.
be there for 2 seconds and then move on.
The Leicester one was incredible. That was one of the better moments following the club as well. I think there was varying reports of between like 200,000 and like 350,000 people there, which is like more than the population of Leicester or something like that. So
I think it was
all
like
around
that.
the world. Leicester
it
fans
was
travelled.
absolutely
I
mad.
think it was like that when we won the FA Cup.
It
It was
was-
madness.
And like they travelled all around the streets, and then like they went to Victoria Park and they were all up on stage at Victoria Park, and that day was genuinely incredible.
What do you think about all the new like
We gonna
Thai
move on, are we?
all the Thai like Leicester fans that have come out of the woodworks now because of the flipping title success?
I don't mind. I think it's
Just quickly,
Yeah,
I don't really know what like the Leicester fans like think. But obviously,
It's the same as
some
we
might
have.
hate it.
We have like a lot of Algerian fans through like Riyad Mahrez and Slimani, and it's a. I think there's a bit of turmoil going on behind the scenes here. I'm not sure what's going on.
I've been given signals here. Well, I'm supposed to be
I'm being cut
interviewing.
off, guys. I'm being cut
I've been
off.
supposed to be interviewing Sam. So you can hear a bit more. Well, I think
Hey, it was
I
a
don't
natural
know. I
progression
think
of conversation.
the only one we haven't heard about.
Favourite
is-
moment about Liverpool, I think, was the
Favourite moment about Liverpool. So sorry,
Apologies,
we'll go.
I feel bad now.
We'll go back to
talk
it.
about
Well,
myself.
you've had a bit longer to think about it, haven't you? So this should be a good one. So we'll
Apologies, Sam, we got
go
derailed.
ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, it's kind of obvious. As a Liverpool fan, I think everyone would probably say that Istanbul would be the best. Just the fact that I sort of given up at half time, and we started off. Me and my parents were watching it because they're both Liverpool fans as well. We were watching it in the living room, and then it got to 3-0 at half time, and I think I just went, screw this. I'm going to watch it in my room and cry on my own. But as we sort of got back into it, we celebrated, but on our own. So because we were like, it's 3-1. It's like we're probably not going to get back into it still. And then we sort of gathered back together to watch the end of it, and it was great. I don't think I'm going to see anything like that again. I think Dortmund was the closest we've come to feeling that again.
The circumstances around it, and it being like the kind of even if you did have another comeback, that was the first.
Yeah,
It's like that night in Istanbul.
It's always going to be a benchmark for a lot of other stuff we do in the
I think
future.
it's a benchmark for English football. Like
Yeah.
it was. I know we've won European trophies before that, but it was
United
it was
in-
magical that night. It was. That was genuinely magical. I remember watching it and like I was watching it with my dad, and he got to half time and he was like, "I'm just gonna go for a shower." Like It's almost like there's no point watching this game.
Mm.
But I always felt like though at half time there was a chance something special was going to happen. I don't know why. I had a feeling that like in big games like that, you're never out of it. I don't think.
We had such a underdog team. I mean, we had Jimmy Traore in our team, for crying out loud.
Quality player.
Like they had. If you go back and look at the 2005 Milan team, I doubt you'll find anyone in there that isn't now considered a legend.
Yeah.
I think they had Cafu, they had Maldini, they had Shevchenko, Crespo,
Inzaghi.
Kaká, Inzaghi, Gattuso,
Seedorf, was he
Dida in
playing?
goal. Seedorf was playing. Nesta. It was a ridiculous team.
One of the best teams of all time.
One of the best teams of all time, and the fact that we managed to do that to them, I don't think will ever be topped by anyone. We had Milan Baros, absolute legend. Vladimir Šmicer with his long range
Jersey
screamer.
Dudek.
Jersey Dudek.
Who's the hero of the day?
Who was the hero of the
Basically,
day?
we wanted to. It wasn't a serious consideration, but my brother was born sort of the same year as that, and there was considerations of having his middle name be Jersey. Like it didn't happen, but there were considerations of it.
The fact it got to that stage shows a lot.
Sure. Yeah, but I think that's how. Yeah. Jill's here. Okay. I think
We're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, because Jills is here. You will see Jills in another podcast in the future. We hope. Yes, maybe.
Let's just say, yeah, he's a Gillingham fan. You know, nice guy, all round nice guy. You know, yeah, you'll hear from him. Do you want to just say hi now, Jills?
Hi.
Bit louder than that.
Hi.
There you go. There's Jills. That's it from us, I think. If you want to leave a comment or anything, if you want to hear us talk about that, you know, we're a bit of a work in progress. So
Give us suggestions for what we can do.
yeah,
Sort
we
of
got some
segments.
ideas for ourselves, but you know, if anyone has ideas they want to hear, then give us a comment and we'll consider them
It'll be.
and maybe even discuss them in the podcast. So
We'll have another one up.
might get
fairly
a cheeky
soon.
shout out or something if you.
Yeah,
if
we'll
you're
get another
lucky.
one up fairly soon, won't we? And then
Yeah, it's
hopefully a bit
gonna-
longer.
I think we decided it's going to be like a weekly thing, isn't it? One a
Maybe
week.
we should do one sooner than a week.
Yeah, because this was only like a short introduction.
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
it?
this is just
A
going to be an
proper one.
introduction one. Yeah,
We could even get it done so we could do it Monday night. We could do it after the Monday night football.
Yeah.
We'll watch that, and
That'd
we
be
could do
quite
one
good.
about the weekend of football or something.
Yeah.
Because we've done like an introduction
That's good.
ourselves.
That's good with me.
So our next one's probably going to be about this weekend of football on Monday night after the Arsenal game. Straight after it, we'll probably record it then. Our views on the weekend,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's good with me.
Thank you for listening.
All right.
See you later.
That's going to be us signing off then from Samito, Sam, Harry and Pompey, and also a guest appearance from Jules. That's us done.
See you later.
Farewell.
See ya.
See you soon.
Bye.